Hey there, beautiful souls. I hope you like the new scenery. I decided to change that old one with the Tree of Life, and yeah, I hope you like it. So, today's mystery reading, well, it's not a mystery anymore because I already put the title out there, but it will be all about soul contracts. What kind of a soul contract you have with the person that is on your mind. And please keep it in mind that this is a collective reading, so the energies might be a bit mixed up. So just trust your intuition in order to get the right information for you and the person that is on your mind. Because I will try to translate all the energies that I'm receiving from the cards. But yeah, we are going to see how things are going to work out. For the pickup pile, I'm going to use my archetypes, and also I'm planning to use the archetypes in order to get deep within the soul contracts as well, and I will be using my Witch's Tarot. So let's dig in and see which card is going to represent pile number 1. Okay, pile number 1 will be represented by the Father. Okay, interesting. Let's see which card is going to represent pile number 2. The Warrior. Okay. And let's see which card is going to represent pile number 3. The Medallion. Okay. So I will give you a few seconds to choose the card that attracts you the most, or the cards that your intuition is drawing you towards. But keep in mind, just think about the person that you're intending this reading. The person that you are thinking about. Just focus on that person and then pick that card that attracts you the most, or your intuition just triggers you. So I'll give you a few seconds. You can pause if you want, and I'll meet you in the readings. Hey there, pal number 1, for those of you who chose the Father cards. Okay, so we are starting the reading from the deep already, because what I sense from this card has something to say about the father that is missing, about the father that is helping you to grow by pulling his energy and just letting you discover things on your own. And or someone who is like a protector, someone that is going to jump and protect you when you need that help, but at the same time the father is like leaving you on your own in order to find your own path and in order to grow. So this is the card that you chose, and I feel like it might have something to do with your soul contract with the person that you have on your mind. So let's go deep with the archetypes and see what else we are going to get about this connection. So I will place the main ideas here from the archetypes, and then I will just dig in with the tarot to get even more insight. So please, spirits, give us information about the soul contracts. No, let's first get information about the main topics in this connection. What are the main things that we need to know about this connection? We have the nectar. Okay. I'm just going to place the nectar here. Just let me take a look if it's visible. I'm just gonna put it a bit closer. Yes, now it's better. So, with the nectar cards, what the nectar card wants to say, I just see the yin-yang here, the white and the black, the dark. And I see a hand that is trying to reach that nectar. So what I perceive from this card is that as a general main topic about this connection was supposed to give you something good, something like a medicine, something that is going to strengthen you, something that will boost your confidence, or just give you some kind of power. That's what I'm feeling, because the nectar is created in order to give you something sweet, something nice. So the initial thing about this connection was to give you something good, to give you something sweet and nice. But just taking a look at this card, I mean, I just love those colors that are around the card. It just really wants to indicate that sweetness, that blessings, that fruit of God, kind of things that you can get from that nectar. But I just take a look at this hand that is trying to reach that rose that is in the middle, and I feel like that hand has hard time to reach that rose. So maybe the initial idea of that connection was to have that nectar, to just yeah, to reach that sweetness, to reach that uh, when I place the card like this, actually, I just noticed here we have colors that are like quite bright, while on this side the colors are faded, and there are like small dark spots there. So I feel like the initial idea here was nice. The initial idea is to gain something nice, but yeah, things are like changing. That's what I'm perceiving from this card. It's just one card, but it has so much to say about this. I feel like somebody's trying to reach something. Somebody's trying to reach that sweet spot, that good connection. But at the same time, we have here something like a border, something that is not letting something to escape, like guarding it from reach. Okay, that's quite interesting. I will take more cards because we won't have time to delve too much into every detail of that card, but maybe something will come up in my head later and I will say it to you. So please, Spirit, give us more information. What are the main topics about this connection? What we need to know is a main idea about this connection that the people who chose the Father card. We have the King. Okay. So the King is someone that has that role by birth, someone that knows how to govern, someone that is a bit controlling, someone who gives orders. So it kind of fits with the Father cards, because here we have, I sense some kind of a dominant masculine energy here from this pile. And yeah, and I just noticed that there is something small here on the around the fingers of the King, and there is something like just gonna take it closer to have a better look. There is something like, not a coin, but you know, in those old-fashioned letters there is like blood-like stamp thing on them. This is what I sent that I see here. It's like well, normally here we have something like a chakra that releases energy and accepts energy. While here, this thing here is like blocked. It's like stop sign. It's like that's what I'm sensing from this card. It's like someone is saying to you, stop. Like you are not able to move forward. But indeed, the King card is fitting quite good with the Father card here, because yeah, both of the cards have some kind of authority figure. Maybe the person on your mind is occupying some kind of authority, occupation, or they are like king. They like to give orders and they just try to settle things. But I definitely sense some kind of strong masculine energy from this pile. Okay, let's keep going. Please, Spirit, give us more information as a general topic about this connection. What we need to know here. What are the main things that we need to know about this connection? We have the forest. Okay. So the forest card is like, well, it's like a mystery a bit, because in the forest, I mean, you can see how dark this forest is depicted. There live all kind of animals, all kind of things that are in kind of symbiotic kind of life, and it kind of wants to indicate about something that is, well, what I sense from this card regarding this connection is like trying to find some kind of a balance, trying to find something like symbiosis. I don't know why this word is coming in my head, but it's like having some kind of mutual benefits from this connection. This is what I'm feeling. And these colors here around the forest, I don't know, they just cling like a reggae music in my head. I don't know why, but something a bit more chill, a bit more relaxed, like during the dusk when the sun is starting to set and you are just relaxing. That kind of energy I'm getting from this card, but the overall energy I perceive here is energy of mutual benefit, some kind of situation that is mutually benefiting both you and the person that is on your mind. All right, let's keep going. I will take one more card from the archetypes, and then I will keep going with the tarot cards. Please, Spirit, give us one more card that... Okay, this card wanted to come. The Poet. Again, I get similar skies like here in this card. So here the poet is quite mystified. The poet is somebody who knows how to say things in a way that they will be touching, they will touch you emotionally. This might indicate either you or the person that is on your mind that is a good communicator. But another thing about the poet here is that there is something quite mysterious about this poet, because this poet is a bit like a fortune teller, someone who can perceive, somebody who can perceive what is coming in their life. Because you can see all those birds that are flying around. Instead of seeing the hands of the poet, we see the birds that are flying around. It's like messengers that are given information here. And yeah, what I'm getting from this card here regarding this situation, there is some kind of a mystery here about this connection. There is maybe some of you are a bit more intuitive, and maybe somebody is just learning to get more in touch with their intuitive side. Because another thing that comes to me with the poet, actually not just about poets, but in general, sometimes we tend to predict our own future without realizing it. For example, there are many like TV scripts or TV shows that pretty much in their script they predict what is about to come years later. Or when you are engaged with your creative activity, for example, you are writing something, you are writing a poem, or just you are doing some kind of a arts kind of work. Sometimes through that art, you are expressing things that are about to come into your life. So this is something that I felt like saying after this card came out. Maybe some of you are doing something related with art, or some of you are engaged with some kind of a creative activity, and pretty much this creative activity is giving you insight about that connection as well. But I'm just going to place the poet here and well, there is something like a scattered energy, actually. Seeing the poet, seeing the forest. The overall connection here is, well, I sense two energies. I sense somebody that is a bit more sensual, a bit more sensitive. And on the other hand, I sense someone that is a bit more rigid, someone that is a bit more controlling. Okay, let's keep going with the tarot cards and finding answers about the soul contract that you have with that person. I'm just going to shuffle a bit the cards, and then I'm going to shuffle in a way to get some reverse cards as well, in order to let the cards express the energies in a better way. Okay, so please, Spirit, give us information about the soul contract, what we need to know about the soul contract between the person who chose the Father card and the person that is on their mind. Please give us information about the soul contract. And while I'm doing this, I can see a bird that just landed on the balcony. It's like a messenger that wants to say something. Okay, Spirit, please give us information about the soul contract. We have the Five of Pentacles reversed. We have the Chariot in upright, and in the bottom we have the Hermit. Okay, the message here is quite strong. And for some reason I sense earth energy here because the Hermit is representing Virgo. The Five of Pentacles are representing Taurus. So I sense some kind of a strong earth energy, but at the same time there we have water energy because the Chariot is representing Cancer. So maybe this might be relevant for your situation with that person, earth and water kind of energy, because those energies are like opposite to each other. So let's start with the cards. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse position and the Chariot card. Let's take them together and take a look what they want to say to us. So when I ask about the contract between you and that person that is on your mind, having the Five of Pentacles in a reverse position, it wants to say that according to your contract with that person, this person is supposed to turn around some kind of a winter period in your life. They're supposed to help you move forward from some kind of a difficult period that you have experienced in your life. Their contract with you is to help you get over something, to help you move forward from something that might have been traumatic or might have been difficult for you. And the Hermit in the bottom of the deck as a general energy pretty much is confirming something similar here, because you can see that the Hermit is quite enlightened and the Hermit is getting information. And just take a look, I mean, here we have winter and here we have winter as well. Here we have snow, icicles, and all kind of things that are related with cold and winter. So definitely here I sense either something has to do with the winter period between you and that person, although this might not be relevant. Since the reading is collective, for some of you this might be relevant. But I just don't think winter is like winter itself. It's more like symbolic meaning. It has something to do with some kind of a period of difficulty, some kind of period where you felt like something is difficult, something is like stopped, something is stuck. And yeah, seeing the Hermit card here as a general energy, it wants to say that this person is in your life in order to, I mean, according to your soul contract, this person is supposed to come with some kind of a lantern or something and give you some kind of an insight, give you some kind of idea, or just show you the way to something. All right, let's keep going deeper and deeper in order to find more information. Please, Spirit, give us more information about the soul contract between the person who chose the Father card and the person that is on their mind. What we need to know about their soul contract. What we need to know more about the soul contract between them. Seven of Cups reversed. The Magician under it. and Ten of Swords in the bottom of the deck. Okay. This is quite interesting again. So let's start with these two cards, and then I'm going to check the Ten of Swords as well. So we have the Seven of Cups reversed. In this depiction of the Seven of Cups, we have a magician that is like holding those cups in the sky. I don't feel like he's going to pick any of those. I feel like he's like holding them. He's making them float, and having the magician card under it. I mean, here we have a real magician. Magician that is a major arcana. So I sense two magical powers from these two cards, because this guy kind of looks like a bit like Gandalf, or well, I'm not I haven't actually, I have seen Lord of the Rings, but I'm not actually, I don't remember that much about the characters. But yeah, this guy looks like a wizard here, and this guy is the actual magician. So having this card in reverse, I feel like in your soul contract, this guy again, I mean this person is showing you some kind of way, because just looking at this hand, it's just like showing you a way. I mean, you might have had multiple options, and it's like this person is showing you the right option, is showing you which option you need to pick. This is what I'm sensing here from this card, since it came in reversed. If it was in upright, I would say that you have many options, but since it came in reversed, it wants to say that the option is one, and I sense that this person that you have contract with is showing you that option. And let's take a look at the magician here. So what I notice about this magician is that there are a lot of spirits and fairies around that magician, and they are with specific color. There is a red one, blue one, and there is green one. And here I'm not sure if that's a fairy or what it is, but maybe those fairies are representing some kind of elements like fire, water, and earth. But having the magician under this card, what I sense as a general energy here is that this person also is giving you some kind of power, is helping you to gain some kind of a new skill. Actually, this is the general energy that I felt from all the cards that came up until now, that we have some kind of a father figure. We have somebody that is a bit like a king, might be a bit rigid, might be a bit harsh, but the overall idea here is that this person is helping you grow. This person is giving you some kind of skill, some kind of a right skill, making you skillful and showing you the way, showing you which way you need to move from now on. That's what I'm sensing from this contract here. And in the bottom of the deck, whoops, the cards are going away. We have the Ten of Swords in upright position. So the Ten of Swords is a painful card, and it wants to indicate some kind of ending, some kind of painful ending. I'm not sure if this ending is with that person that you have in your mind, or it might have been an ending that you had before that person entered your life. But again, even if we have the ending here, in this depiction of Ten of Swords, immediately what gets my attention is that purple flower, which wants to indicate just the color purple gives some kind of intuition, some kind of insight. And having the owl here on that tree with those sparkly eyes, it wants to say that there is something more to see, there is something more that you need to see. This happened in order for you to see something, in order to find out some kind of a truth, in order to get some kind of enlightenment from this situation. All right. Please, Spirit, give us more information about the contract between the person who chose the Father card and the person that is on their mind. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups, and we have the World card, and King of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I'm just going to take a better look at these two cards in order to get better idea. Especially the World card in this deck seems quite interesting because we have Stag, Lion. This looks like a hawk or maybe vulture, I'm not sure. And we have a human being as well, and this guy is someone who looks like a forest, some kind of a forest guru or something. But we have some kind of spiritual energy here from this depiction of the World card. That's what I'm feeling. And yeah, combination of the World card with the Knight of Cups. I sense that this person is supposed to lead you somewhere, lead you to, well, just give me a second in order to analyze these cards better. We have the King of Pentacles as well. Well, the World card wants to indicate something about the distance, something about achievement. Yeah, actually that's the word, achievement. I feel like this person is entering in your life. I mean, the contract that you have with this person is to achieve something and to reach a point where you can just lift up your cup and celebrate your achievement. And having the King of Pentacles as a general energy here as well. This wants to indicate that there is some kind of financial benefits, financial achievement, financial well-being. So the overall energy regarding this contract, I don't want to say, I mean, what is the connection with this person? For the different people, it's going to resonate in a different way. I don't want to say something like romantic relationship or whatever. I just want to focus purely on your contract with this person and why this person is in your life. So I feel like the overall message that all the cards wanted to indicate here is that this person is in your life in order to show you something, in order to guide you towards something, in order to help you move towards better times, in order to help you get to a more materially stable times. And yeah, this is pretty much what the cards wanted to indicate as a message about your connection with that person, about your contract. And I'm going to take some songs for you as well, which might resonate or might not resonate. Actually, we have 3. Let's see. We have Mariah Carey, We Belong Together. Well, there is nothing more to say about this song. I mean, regarding your situation with that person, I mean, if you are together with that person or if you're not together with that person, this song just wants to say we belong together. So take it as it resonates. Then we have the script Break Even. Okay, this is a breakup song, but not just any kind of breakup song. This song wants to indicate a breakup where one person is feeling bad while the other one is feeling quite alright, which is like unfair kind of energies here. And actually about the Mariah Carey song, the lyrics just came to me right away. It wants to say something, when you left, I lost a part of me. Something like that. And she's saying, come back, please, we belong together. I don't know how it's going to resonate with your situation. This song just came, and this is a collective reading, so take it as it resonates. And the last song we have Avril Lavigne, Skater Boy. Okay. I don't know why pretty much the same songs are coming on every reading, even though I keep putting new songs every time. So, yeah, that song about the skater boy with Avril Lavigne, this just wants to indicate about a situation where there is like social inequality here. Somebody is like in from high society while the other one is just a skater boy from a lower society, and the person that is from high society has attraction for that poor person but doesn't show it because their head is too much up in the sky, although later they are regretting for not showing, I mean, realizing the worth of that skater boy. So pretty much that was your reading, pile number 1. I hope it has given you some kind of insight regarding your soul contract with the person that you had in your mind. And if you enjoyed it, if it was useful, please don't hesitate to hit the like button so more people can see it and benefit from it. And also feel free to subscribe to my channel because your support really means the world to me. So thank you very much for being with me. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you again. Have a lovely rest of the day. Bye. Hey there, pal number 2. For those of you who chose the warrior spirit, let's take a look at the warrior here. So the warrior as an energy wants to say something about well, it's like giving you power, giving you soldier-like power, giving you strength. And also just looking at this card, I don't know why I got focused here on this third eye of that skeleton, of that animal, of that bull or whatever animal it is. I just focus on the third eye because there is something on the third eye of that animal, and I feel like as a general energy, this connection is giving you some kind of clarity. This connection is helping you see something. And also the warrior card has something to say about being like a warrior, someone that is powering up, someone that has power and is ready to charge. And the overall energy is positive because we have the rainbow colors here, so I sense some kind of positive energy from this card. Let's take a look what the other cards are going to say about your soul contract with that person that is on your mind. So please, Spirit, give us information. Well, first give us like let's say main topics about that connection. Then we are going to dig into the soul contract itself. What are the main topics, main ideas of that connection? We have the orphan. Okay. So here somebody is feeling abandoned. There are abandonment issues here. Someone left someone in the cold, and we have 2 snakes. Snake usually is related with wisdom, but also the snake has poison, so there might be some kind of toxicity here as well. But just from this card, I sense abandonment issues. Someone is like feeling left outside alone. Somebody's feeling like they are left in the cold. Somebody's feeling lonely. Somebody's feeling like yeah, you can see the hand of this child that is trying to reach the flower, but it feels like the flower is far away, and there is a snake that is guarding that flower. A snake that might be ready to bite the hand of this child. And actually I'm getting quite sad kind of energy from these cards. I don't know why. I just sense some kind of a very sad and suffocating kind of energy. Alright. Let's go further. Please, Spirit, give us more information about this connection as main topic. What we need to know. Maybe somebody in this connection had some kind of period in their life when they felt like abandoned, rejected, completely alone. Please, Spirit, give us more information about this connection. What are the main topics, main ideas? We have the mask. Okay. So there is not much to say about the mask. You pretty much get the idea that here we are talking about somebody that was not honest, somebody that was hiding their true intentions. So somebody here was wearing a mask, but it's not just a mask. Just seeing this card the way it is. Here you can see again those beautiful colors, and here you can see half of the face of someone, while here you see pure darkness. So here somebody was definitely hiding their true identity, or maybe somebody was hiding the pain they were feeling in this connection. Or somebody was hiding some kind of a deep secret, some kind of a dark secret. Okay, let's keep going. Please, Spirit, give us more information about this connection. What we need to know as main topic. What are the things about this connection? What we need to know? We have the gem. Okay, so the gem card indicates some kind of positivity, because somebody is in this connection, either you were seeing that person as your gem or they were seeing you as their gem, but somebody here feels quite precious. This might indicate either you or them, because here we are talking about the connection itself, about the soul contract between you and this person. And with the gem card, we are we are talking about something that is quite rare, something that is one of a kind, something that is having its own shining light. And somebody in this connection might be a bit more pure. Also from the orphan, I sense purity there, even though I sense a lot of sadness, but I sense purity as well, especially with that flower here. So the overall energy I'm feeling from this pile is sadness and at the same time purity and uniqueness. And this gem is protected by this nest-like thing around it. Okay, I will take one more card and we are going to analyze all the cards once again. Please, Spirit, give us one more card regarding this connection. What we need to know as a main topic about this connection. The womb. Okay. Just going to move the cards. So, the womb card wants to indicate something that is not, something that is protected. First of all, we are talking about something that is being protected here, something that that is not ready yet to be launched, something that needs protection, or someone that needs protection. And it kind of makes sense with the orphan here, because the orphan is someone that is innocent and someone that feels left alone. And the womb card wants to indicate some kind of protection. I mean, seeing that triangle here like this. And here we have something that is in the center that is being protected, and something that is not ready to be launched yet. Something that is still, it's still in its dormant stage. It's still in its dormant period, but it is about to come to life. And the overall energy I'm getting from these cards, well, I do feel some kind of sadness, to be honest. But at the same time, I sense some kind of purity as well. Something that is so pure that needs to be protected. It might be, if it's love-related connection, it might be your love towards that person or their love towards you. But there is something very pure, at the same time there is something sad, and there is some kind of illusion here with the mask. Something that is not quite alright. And all those colors, they are like purple, rainbowish colors. Even in the gem, we have rainbowish like colors. This wants to indicate some kind of positivity, some kind of purity again. Some of you might be representative of LGBT. I forgot to mention about Bulbasaur that it just wants to remind all of you to be proud of yourselves regarding of your gender or religion or anything. Just be proud of yourselves. I forgot to mention that in the intro, which I usually do, because it's month of Pride. So yeah, this is what I get from the archetypes card about this connection. Let's go with the tarot and ask about your contract with that person. I will just shuffle the cards a little bit and then I'm going to shuffle them in a different way in order to get some reverse cards as well and refresh their energy from the previous pile. Okay, spirits, please tell us what is the contract of the person who chose the warrior and the person that is on their mind. What we need to know about their contract. What we need to know about their soul contract. Temperance. Again, we have rainbow here. The hermit. And in the bottom we have the death card reversed. Three major arcanas. Three major arcanas, that's quite interesting. Okay, let's start with those two and then we are going to check the death card reverse here. Okay. So, with the temperance card, we are talking about balance. This person came into your life in order to balance for something that was missing in your life. That's what I'm feeling from this card. Maybe, well, here the contract between you and this person is to just to balance out things. Maybe something was missing in their life that you could offer them, or something was missing in your life that they can offer you. But they came into your life in order to bring some kind of balance. But not just any kind of balance, because you have the hermit under this card, which also, I mean, the hermit is holding that lantern. It's like trying to give you some kind of enlightenment, trying to give you some kind of a knowledge, some kind of new vision, new perception, seeing things from a different way. But also the hermit, just now it came to me, the hermit is a bit associated with the orphan as well, because the hermit is someone that is a bit pushed from society, someone who lives alone, someone that is isolated. And yeah, I feel like this person came into your life in order to give you some kind of insight, in order to show you the way, in order to help you see something and bring some kind of balance in your life. And again, we have the rainbow here. So I feel like the rainbow might be significant for you. The rainbow might, yeah, it just wants to indicate some kind of purity, some kind of positivity. And the sun is shining, so, and it's about to rise, the sun. And we have some flowers here as well. Well, definitely this person came into your life in order to bring some kind of balance. Something that was missing, they were providing it. This is part of their contract, to help you find something that was missing in your life in order to complete it. And having the death card in reverse position, well, to be honest, from this deck, the death card seems a bit more negative than in the other tarot cards, because normally when there is death card, there is a sun that is rising as well, which indicates some kind of a new beginning. And in this card, we don't see a new beginning, we don't see a sun rising, we just see the death card. We see that that person that is riding this horse, the Grim Reaper, and their head is on fire. And since this card came in reverse, I feel like the general energy here is to, well, I I don't sense that much transformation from this card, but since this card came in reverse here, what I'm sensing here is to start something that was over, to start something that was dead, to renew something from its ashes, to renew something that was already over. I don't know how it's going to resonate with your different situations since this is a collective reading, but just take what resonates here. But according to the cards, according to your soul contract with this person came into your life as a general energy in order to help you resurrect something that you thought that was dead, something that maybe was inside of you all along, but you were not noticing it. All right, let's keep going further. Please, Spirit, give us more information about the soul contract between the person who chose the warrior cards and the person that is on their mind. What we need to know about their soul contract together, what we need to know about them. We have the Queen of Cups, Knight of Wands, and 10 of Pentacles in reverse position as a general energy here. All right. So let's start with these cards. We have a queen here, but a queen that, to be honest, from this queen I sense again some kind of loneliness. She kind of has accepted being alone, and I just noticed those pearls or things. It's like she's leaving traces. She's leaving traces for someone in order to find her. That's what I'm sensing from this queen. And then we have the Knight of Wands, someone that is wandering from all kind of places, someone that is traveling all around the world. Even the scenery behind this knight is with different colors. So again, what I'm sensing here as a energy, here we have two people. Here we have somebody that is trying to give clues, somebody that is trying to give some kind of traces or some kind of clues to someone in order to find them, in order to help them. And here we have someone that might be in another country or might be somewhere far away, but somebody that is traveling and is willing to just move forward. And I feel like, just looking at this knight, I feel like their eyes are like focused. Yeah, their eyes are like focused towards us, like they are looking at the camera, if you take a look at like that. And even the horse, it's like coming towards you. So I feel like here we are talking about someone that is supposed to come and save that person. But yeah, if we are talking, if we don't mind the images from the cards, then if you just take a look at, if you just consider that this is a Queen of Cups and this is the Knight of Wands, then I would say that as a soul contract, this person is bringing some kind of knowledge from other places in order to, well, somebody who is bringing knowledge in order to get or give you some kind of emotional support, some kind of emotional stability. And having the 10 of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck as a general energy here, well, if this card was in upright position, it would be very good news because this is a very positive card. But since it came in a reverse position, it wants to indicate some kind of family problems or financial struggles. But I sense it more like family problems because when this card comes in reversed, it's like the pentacles are here in the bottom of the card, which doesn't feel that significant, while the family here is more towards the upper part of the card, and it just makes, like, it gets the attention. So this has something to do with family issues again, with, well, it's like this person, your contract with this person is in order to overcome some kind of family issues, in order to overcome something that might have happened, some kind of trauma that you might have experienced. But since this is about the contract, about your contract with this person, I'm not sure which way it's referred, if it's your trauma or their trauma, because I'm not asking about you or about them. It's about your contract with them. So it could be either ways here. Alright, let's take some more pair of cards in order to get some more information. Please, Spirit, give us more information about the contract of the person who chose the warrior and the person that is on their mind. What we need to know about their soul contract. Okay. Oh, but these are too many. Okay, let's take the mole and this is the, again we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the 9 of Swords, and the Star card is in reverse, and the King of Pentacles is in reverse as well, and the Chariot is in reverse. Okay, this is quite interesting. I will just pull these ones a bit more on the side so I can have these ones more towards the center, so I can get more into the cards. Okay. So again, here we are talking about some kind of trauma related with family. It could be also financial trauma, but this trauma is somehow causing frustration here. It's causing sleepless nights. It's causing some depressive thoughts and feelings, causing anxiety. And having the Star card in reverse, also it wants to indicate a bit like being blinded by the stars, a bit not seeing something clearly, and it might indicate somebody that maybe has a bit more negative views, somebody that has a bit more negative perspectives, negative vision about the things in general in life. And the King of Pentacles in reverse position it comes from some kind of instability, some kind of insecurity. It's possible to come from financial instability and insecurity, those negative perceptions of life. But yeah, I'm just feeling some kind of sad kind of energy here from these cards. And the Chariot card in reverse position, it wants to indicate some kind of blockage, some kind of movement that was stopped, some kind of movement that didn't happen as a general energy, or change of some kind of direction. But just having all these 4 cards here that are not indicating something positive, that are just giving us some kind of visions and negative perceptions. I don't get the complete message why we needed to see this card, so I will just take something to clarify them. Please, Spirit, clarify this, why we needed to see those 4 cards, what they wanted to indicate to us. Please give us a clear message here. The Lovers and 4 of Cups in reverse position. Okay, the message is very clear here. So somebody here has to, well, it feels like some kind of a tough connection here, some kind of a difficult connection which involves a lot of traumas from childhood or family traumas, and it might also involve some kind of negative views, but all this is happening in order for you to learn what true love is, in order for you and this person to find true love, in order to learn the real meaning of the word love, to find love in the most pure way, in order to heal from your traumas and find love in the most pure possible way. Because if you remember in the beginning of the reading, I mentioned something about purity, and we have the gem here. So, and all the colors, all the rainbow colors, there is something positive and some kind of a purity here. And the last cards that came out pretty much are indicating this. And here we have Four of Cups in reverse position, which wants to indicate that as general energy, somebody was not able to see something. I mean, here we have a mythical figure, this mermaid, and somebody was not able to realize that there was a mermaid next to them. So since this card came in reverse position, it wants to indicate seeing something, realizing some kind of possibility, something that is divine, something that is given to you, something mysterious. And yeah, this is the main idea of your contract with this person. This person came into your life in order to bring something that was missing in your life, and there might be some kind of difficulties between you two. There might be things from the past, either from your past or from their past, but this person is in your life in order to teach you what love is in its most pure essence. I'm hearing the words unconditional love in my head. And yeah, I think this person is in your life in order to teach you what unconditional love is, which is love without having any conditions in its most pure form. Alright, let's take some songs for you just like I did with the previous pile. Just take a look which songs are going to come. Okay, we have 3. And just take it as it resonates. We have Charlie Puth and Wiz Khalifa, See You Again. Okay, so if you are not in contact with this person, if you are far away from this person, this song wants to say, I'm just trying to think of the lyrics of the song. It's been a long way without you, my friends, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. Well, there is some kind of promise to see that person again from this song, if you are not seeing each other anymore. But take it as it resonates, because the energies here are a bit mixed up, because, yeah, I mean, just trust your intuition in order to know what resonates for you and what not, because it's collective reading after all. And here we have Mariah Carey, My All. Okay, Mariah Carey, My All. I give my all in order to... I give my all... what was the lyrics? I give my all to have one more night with you. I'd risk my life to have... No, the lyrics is not coming to me that much, but here we are talking about some kind of sacrifice and someone that is willing to sacrifice themselves in order to be with someone, in order to be together with someone. And finally we have Avril Lavigne's Skater Boy. This song came in the previous pile and it comes quite often here. So with this song we are talking about someone that is pretending that is not interested in another person because there is social difference between them. Somebody is like from high society while the other one is from lower society, and the person from the high society has their head up in the sky and pretending that they don't like that person from the lower society. But after years pass, they the person that is from the lower society goes up, becomes famous, and yeah, then this person is realizing their mistake by pretending that they don't like the other person. So that was your reading, pal number 2. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope it has given you some kind of insight about your contract with that person that was on your mind. If it did, if you enjoyed, please don't hesitate to hit the like button so more people can see this reading and benefit from it. And also, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel in order to help me grow in it. And yeah, that was it from me for today. Thank you very much for being with me. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you again. Wish you a lovely rest of the day. Bye! Hey there, pal number 3. Last but not least, we have the medallion here. So let's take a look at the medallion itself. I see some kind of a sparkly object here, something that is like honorable, something that is like achievement. And since we are asking about your soul contract with that person that is in your mind, I feel like your soul contract with this person is in order to get some kind of achievement, in order to gain something, in order to get somewhere where you're supposed to get, in order to get some kind of reward for what you have been doing. And just seeing that hand, it's like the hand is trying to reach that shiny object. So definitely I sense some kind of attempt to get some kind of achievement, attempt to reach something like goal, something like an achievement here. And I'm going to use the archetype cards in order to get deeper into your connection with this person, and then I'm going to use my Witch's Tarot in order to find out what exactly is in your soul contract with the person that is in your mind. So please, Spirit, give us main topics, main ideas about the connection between the person who chose the medallion and the one that is on their mind. Okay, this card kind of won't, and there are 3. Okay, I will take all 3 of them, but I will reveal them one by one. Okay. We have the vision. Okay. That's interesting, because here we have 2 different hands, and we have the vision. And this kind of is a depiction of the mountain card, which is also in this deck. And we have those owls here. So with the vision card, what I'm feeling here about the connection between you and this person is that maybe in your connection there is some kind of well, not vision, but something like seeing something from a different point of view, or more like giving some kind of idea, or just, yeah, it's actually kind of related with the medallion, because here we are talking about some kind of achievement, some kind of success, some kind of honorable prestigious reward or something. And the vision, it's like it's about your connection with this person as a main topic. So maybe you are like inspiration for the person that is on your mind, or maybe they are like inspiration for you. Maybe they are helping you to see something from a different point of view. Or yeah, we have the 2 owls here, and the owls represent wisdom. So I feel like you are getting some kind of wisdom from this connection. You are gaining some kind of new idea, gaining some kind of new knowledge from this connection, getting some kind of wisdom. And I feel like it's for both of you, because we have 2 owls in this card, not just one. And we have 2 hands as well that are holding. And the next card is the desert card. Okay, that's quite interesting, because the desert cards, again, it wants to indicate, well, the main idea of this card is like somebody who is lost in a desert, somebody who is wandering in a desert and trying to find some kind of enlightenment again, because when you are walking around in a desert, you get something like mirage, and you are getting some kind of vision. Sometimes those visions can be a bit visions that are giving you something about future, visions that are giving you some kind of insight about life, some kind of new ideas. And with the desert card, it also can indicate someone that felt a bit deserted, someone that felt a bit left alone. But actually, it doesn't have that much of a negative depiction, as much as I remember from what I've read about this card. It doesn't have that much negative depiction. It's more towards gaining some kind of knowledge. It's more towards finding your way outside of that desert. And it's like going in the desert in order to clear out your mind, in order to be with yourself and to face all the visions, all the illusions. Sorry for the camera shake. In order to face all the illusions, all the visions, and just to gain some kind of insight, gain some kind of higher knowledge. And this hand, it's just hand like this, but I feel like there is a shadow behind this hand. So I feel like there is another hand that is like this. There is something like prayer there. So maybe just this connection is in order to get some kind of get you to some kind of higher, get you to contact some kind of higher forces, higher realms. And the next card we have is the nectar. Okay, so with the nectar we are talking about the good things, we are talking about the sweetness of life, we are talking about the good part of life. And since it came as a main topic for the connection with this person, what I feel from this card is that this card wants to indicate to you that in your main topic regarding your connection with this person, you are supposed to experience the sweet parts of the life, but also what gets my attention that we have something like dark and light, we have something like yin yang, and the card itself is like split in half. So I feel like there are some kind of opposite energies here. So I feel like this person is going to teach you, or you are going to teach them, since we are talking about main topics here. They are going to show you the good parts of life, at the same time the hard parts of life as well. They are there in order to give you all the, like, to give you all tastes in life, the good tastes and the bad tastes. All right, let's take one more card in order to get to the main topics about this connection between you and the person that is on your mind. Please, Spirit, give us one more card in order to get more clear picture regarding the connection between the person who chose the medallion and the one that is on their minds. We have the Kairos. Okay. Kairos has a lot to do with synchronicities. It has a lot to do with divine timing, a lot to do with some kind of spiritual divine energy. And maybe those of you who chose this pile, you are seeing synchronicities. Maybe you are seeing signs from the universe. Maybe you are noticing like symbols. Maybe you are seeing repeating numbers, or even sometimes you are feeling like the animals that might appear out of nowhere. They just want to communicate with you and say something to you. Or you're just noticing some kind of synchronicities and symbols. But this card has a lot to do with the divine timing. It wants to say that things are happening when they are supposed to happen, in exactly the same way they are supposed to happen. So it just wants to say something like higher power. And the overall energy here, I mean, as you saw all the cards here, they have something to do with a higher power, especially those two and the last one that just came. They have something to do with connection with some kind of vision, some kind of idea, something that is a bit higher than human being perspective, something that is a bit more divine. And I just noticed here, and on this card, we have something like a coin, which kind of reminds me of the medallion here. So definitely this person as a main idea is in your life in order to help you get some kind of achievement, help you get some kind of knowledge, help you experience something, and it's just happening the way it's supposed to happen because we have the Kairos, which is talking about symbols and synchronicities. Alright, let's start with the tarot now. I'm just going to shuffle the deck a bit, and then I'm going to shuffle it in a specific way in order to get some reverse cards as well. And by the way, I forgot to mention in the intro, but Bulbasaur is wearing the bright colors because it's Pride Month, and it just wants to say to you, be proud of who you are, regardless of your gender, sexual orientation, or anything. Just be proud of who you are and all that you have endured and achieved in life. Alright, I'm just going to shuffle the deck in order to get some reverse cards as well. Okay, so let's move to the core topic. Please, Spirit, give us information. What is the soul contract between the person who chose the medallion and the person that is on their mind? What is in their soul contract? What we need to know. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse, Three of Cups, and Five of Swords. Okay, this is interesting here. Especially the Five of Swords, because it's not a typical Five of Swords. We have a dragonfly here, and the dragonfly just wants to indicate something like positivity, and we have fairies. But here we have swords that are stuck in the head of that dragonfly, but it doesn't feel like it's suffering. On the contrary, there is some kind of a divine light here. So what I feel from this Five of Swords is a general energy. Again, it's like given some kind of insight, given some kind of ideas, given something new, some kind of instructions. I feel like you are in this connection in order to just get some kind of enlightenment, in order to get in touch more with something divine, well, since this is a collective reading, it is going to resonate in a different way for the different people that are watching it. Just take what resonates for you, trust your intuition on this one. But what I feel from this Five of Swords is that, well, if you are talking about the classic Five of Swords, we are talking about some kind of tension, something that, something that is like a Pyrrhic victory. But within this Five of Swords, I'm not sensing that much tension, although I sense a little bit of tension, but it is not negative kind of tension. On the contrary, it is positive kind of tension, because the tension is coming not from something negative, it is coming from something positive. It's just receiving like overwhelming information, overwhelming power, overwhelming something that is overwhelming. That's why there is a bit tension. There might be some kind of headache, because when I look at this dragonfly, I don't know why headache screams in my head. But yeah, this is the overall energy about the cards that came out, about your soul contract with this person. It is in order to give you some kind of insight. And let's take a look at these two cards that just came out. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse position, and we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups, here we are talking about some kind of celebration. And we have the waterfall, we have three girls here, and I just noticed that not all of them are that honest though. Because I just noticed that this girl is like, she wants to be in the center, while this one is looking at the other one, but the other one is looking in the ground. So there is something sketchy about this card. It is some kind of celebration, but at the same time I sense something fake about it. And having the Eight of Wands in reverse position, well, those wands are supposed to be flying in the sky, and since they are in reverse position, they are like falling to the ground. Well, with the Eight of Wands, we are talking about some kind of blocked movement, blocked energy, something like a blockage. And actually, the general message that I'm perceiving here, why this person is here, what is your soul contract, as first information about your soul contract, it is to give you some kind of idea, some kind of insight, and that idea and insight might be regarding the people that are in your life, who is real and who is fake, and just to not, like with the Eight of Wands, approach everyone in a equal way. It's like to just know who is fake and who is real. That's what I'm sensing from these cards, but the messages are coming a bit confusing, to be honest. So please take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, actually this is what I sense from the cards that just came out. It is to give you some kind of insight in order to be able to see the people for who they are, in order to be able to sense people and to know who is fake with you and who is real with you. This is involved in your soul contract with the person that is in your mind. Let's dig further and see what we are going to find more. Please, Spirit, give us more information about the soul contract between the person who chose the medallion and the one that is in their mind. What is in their soul contract? We have the Page of Cups in reverse, the Star card in reverse, and in the bottom we have the Temperance card. Okay. So, again, what is in your soul contract with this person? I will start with these cards first, and then I'm going to go with the card that is in the bottom of the deck, which represent the general energy of these cards regarding the question. So, having the Page of Cups in reverse position, here I see some kind of innocence from this Page of Cups. A child that is submerged in waters, and there is a huge tidal wave that is coming for her, that is coming on her left side. So since this card came in reverse, I feel like in your soul contract there are some kind of very strong emotions with this person, very strong feelings that are a bit too hard to express, feelings that are taking over you and they are too hard to control. And having the Star card under this one, there is also like light that is too bright, light that is blinding you. I feel like what I perceive from this connection, that there is something that is too strong about it, something that is strong and really overwhelming. And within your soul contract, I mean, having the Temperance card in the bottom of the deck, it just wants to indicate that you are about to find balance. You are about to find balance of those things. And just what gets my attention is that that angel has her foot in the water and the other one is on the ground. So it's like finding balance between feelings and emotions and and the material life, not material life, but it's like finding balance between the mind and the body, something like that. It's like putting the feelings and emotions and everything in balance. This is something that you're supposed to learn from this person, because the cards here indicate some kind of feelings and emotions that are a bit too strong, a bit too overwhelming. And yeah, this is what I perceive. And with the Temperance card, indeed, as a general energy in your soul contract, this person is in your life in order to show you how to find balance, in order to help you balance between your mind and your feelings, between logic and emotions, between water and earth, if you have water signs in your chart, or earth signs, or if you have like strong water signs on your chart, in your chart, and have less earth, they are like in your life, in your soul, as a soul contract. You have them in your life in order to bring some kind of balance. All right, let's dig further. Please, spirits, give us more information about the soul contract between the person who chose the medallion and the one that is in their mind. What we need to know about their soul contract. What is the most important and the main thing about their soul contract? We have the Seven of Swords in reverse position and the Four of Cups in reverse position as well, and the Page of Pentacles upright. Okay, the message is quite clear for me here. So we have these two cards as reversed, which is not bad news at all, because you can see how cheeky this person is. He's stealing those swords and trying to run away. And since this card came in reverse position, it wants to say that you are about to catch something. You are going to catch a thief or someone that is not real in your life, someone that is pretending, someone that might be playing tricks on you. And having the Four of Cups in reverse position, well, let's take a look at it upright. It wants to say that maybe in the past you were not able to see something, you were missing something, but in your soul contract with this person, they are going to show you something. They are going to show you something that was always there in your life, but you were not seeing it. And this thing is going to help you to catch some kind of deceit, to see through some kind of deceit. This is why this person is in your life, in order to help you see through something, help you see through some kind of illusion or some kind of deceit that maybe has been in your life before, but you are not able to see it. And just talking about seeing something, I just noticed that the Kairos has this beautiful blue eye. So again, this person is in your life in order to show you the way, in order to, especially if you have people in your life that are not trustful, people that are trying to do things behind your back. I feel like this person is in your life in order to shed some light to that topic, to just give you some kind of clarity and help you see things in a clear way, without illusions, without doubts. And let's take a look at the Page of Pentacles here. As a general energy, again, we are talking about something from your material world as well, something regarding your finances, because I noticed this tree that is just blossoming. So another thing about this person, and also it just came to me, just take a look at this pentacle. It's a bit similar to the medallion here. So I feel like as a final message, the cards want to say as soul contract with this person is going to help you, or in your contract with this person, you are going to get that medallion. You are going to get some kind of achievement, and I sense something from your financial or material world. Because you can see that this girl is holding that pentacle in her hands. She's like steering it. It's like a steering wheel for her. While in the medallion, we have a hand that is trying to reach that shiny object but has not reached it yet. So in your soul contract, you are going to get something. You are going to thrive in your material world. That's what I'm perceiving from the cards that just came out. So let's take some songs for you as well and see if they are going to resonate with your situation. But just take songs with some grain of salt, because this is a collective reading after all. Okay, let's see. Here we have Justin Timberlake, What Goes Around Comes Around. Okay, so this song, well, the title is saying pretty much what it is about. It's like, yeah, I just sense from this song that something might has happened, but the karma is like putting everything on its place. And I don't know how it's going to resonate with your situation, but then we have Eminem and Rihanna, Love the Way You Lie. Okay, so again, we are talking about lying, about deceit, about... it's a bit complicated with this spell, to be honest, because, well, not complicated, but really I sense that maybe there are some lies, maybe there are some deceits, but within your contract with this person is going to help you somehow to see things for what they are. And finally we have Mariah Carey, We Belong Together. Okay, so if this resonates with your situation, this song, it came as well for a previous pile, as much as I remember, and in the lyrics it was singing something like, when you left, I lost part of me, come back please, we belong together, something like that. So if there is a situation similar to that, it might resonate with you. But please keep it in mind that this is a collective reading, and yeah, just trust your intuition on this one. So that was it, pile number 3. If you have enjoyed it, and if it has given you some kind of insights, please don't hesitate to hit the like button so more people can benefit from this reading. And also feel free to subscribe to my channel, because your support is helping me grow and reach more people. So yeah, that was it practically. There isn't that much more that I can add about this. Yep. Thank you very much for being with me. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you again. Bye.